millennials are so dependent on their parents that a certain percentage of them are in favor of bringing their parents along on job interviews. That's according
No,
to...
don't do that. That's so bad. That's so stupid.
So Adecco did a survey of millennials. So this is reliant on self-reporting. So I'm guessing that the number might actually be a little higher. And these millennials admit about 8% of recent college grads admit that they brought their parents along with them on an interview.
All right, that I'm not as wigged out by as the 3% that actually had them sit in the interview. Like if you're coming to an interview here and your parents sitting outside, it's a little weird, right? But maybe he or she drove you. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I don't really care too much about that. They come and sit in the interview. I'm like, are you serious? Like, we're really gonna do this interview with you and your mom?
Is that a deal breaker for you, Cenk?
Yeah, that's a deal breaker. Don't bring your mom to the interview. That's insane. Did any of them get hired? I don't know.
I don't know. We don't have numbers on how many of those millennials got hired. But you also have to understand, I mean, the culture among millennials is very different compared to the generation before them, especially when it comes to dependency on parents. And part of the reason why is we're dealing with more student loans. We're dealing with a bad job market. Nearly half of college graduates or recent college graduates have to deal with a job or take a job that they don't even need a college degree for. So they're underemployed, they're barely making ends meet in terms of paying off their student loans and paying their bills. They have to live with their parents. This increase in multi-generational households is just a product of what we're dealing with the economy. So part of me can't blame them, and I don't want to get too hard on them, but look, that doesn't mean that you have to take your parents to the job interview.
Yeah, because you live with your parents doesn't mean that you're like, oh, well, you know, she's doing my laundry and cooking for me, so I brought my mom to the interview. Unacceptable.
The interview part of it is unacceptable, but I really don't like when millennials get heat for living with their families or living with their parents and depending on them for a lot longer than the generation before.
All right, I want to make one last point on this. 13% of recent college graduates say they got a job through a parental connection. So I found that interesting. That might partly explain why so many people are coming with their parents. And 3% is not a gigantic number. It's just still surprising that it would be anything above 0%. But it might be like, oh, my dad is the guy who you really need a contract with, so here I am with my dad, hire me, right? So that's possible.